establish, because this man is dangerous. This is a dangerous man he's in there with. Here we go.
There's the bell. Here we go with round number 1. Donovan Razor Ruddock wearing the white trunks with red trim. James Bonecrusher Smith, on the other hand, red trunks, white trim. And it's Ruddock dancing around the ring, using good lateral movement. Doesn't want to get too close to the Bonecrusher here in the opening round. Ruddock with a good left hand, Russ, hasn't he?
He sure does. That's going to be his key in the fight. He's going to have to double up on it and keep it out there, because as long as he's using his left hand and doubling up on it, the right hand of Bonecrusher is no good. But if he throws single punches like he did right there, he could get caught with a counter, and we're
particularly
out of here.
if he throws that left hand low to the body as he did there, Russ. Bonecrusher right over the top with the right hand, and that's his big bomb.
Sure. You see, here's the experience of having been in with the great fighters. Notice how calm and relaxed Bonecrusher is. And when you've been in with the best, that's what you learn. No gym can teach you that. No trainer can teach you that. Only being in with the best can teach you that.
Bonecrusher Smith still with that very serious look on his face. Razor Ruddock staying at long distance, unwilling to mix it up with his opponent at this stage, and I don't blame him as we are a minute into the opening round.
Ruddock, I'm sorry, Doug. Ruddock is doing exactly the fight plan that he should do. Maybe just conserve the energy a little bit more, not move when he doesn't have to, only move when Bonecrusher is punching. But Bonecrusher is going to have to, that's what he's got to do. Those are the shots, right down to the body, and slow those legs down, and then take him out later in the fight.
Bonecrusher attempting to tie Ruddock up along the ropes now. Referee Perez in there quickly, and he cautions Bonecrusher about throwing a blow on the break. Ruddock now standing flat-footed at ring center. Ruddock said in his pre-fight comments that if the Bonecrusher came right after him, it would be a mistake. He would punch him silly, but the Bonecrusher really hasn't done that.
No, he hasn't. He's been very calm in his approach, Doug. And the more that Razor can make Bonecrushers miss, the more tired he'll make Bonecrusher. If he lets Bonecrusher land shots, even if they're on the arms or on the gloves or whatever, shoulders, he still won't get as tired as if he misses punches. So let him move, let him make Bonecrusher throw, make him miss, and keep that left hand busy. That's the key, keeping that left hand busy.
Bonecrusher down to the canvas, but that was a slip as he pursued his adversary into the ropes. Ruddock had just connected with a lead right hand and then followed with a left to the body, and that seemed to anger Bonecrusher somewhat as he chased his man in. That has been a fault of his in some of his previous fights. I refer to James Smith, Russ, that he has started awfully slowly. You keep expecting round after round that, hey, he's got to pick this pace up, and in some of his fights, he's just never done it.
No, he hasn't, but, you know, the thing is, with a puncher like him, he can't go out bombing early, because if he does, he's not going to be around for the end. So, as he's learned to take his time and throw quality punches instead of quantity punches, the experience he has will probably pay off for him.
Time ticking down here in round 1 of this scheduled 10-rounder. Not much action as this fight gets underway. It's been a feeling out process, and both fighters beginning to break a bit of a sweat now as we follow Bonecrusher Smith back to his corner. Russ, your feelings about that first round? Pretty much what you expected?
Pretty much so. Actually, it was exactly what I expected. Razor established dominance and showed he was here to fight without winning the round. He didn't get hit. I'd have to give that round to Bonecrusher, but Bonecrusher, I think, realizes that the man in front of him is here to fight.
Down and head down. Use that jab short. The minute he goes out there and try to act like he's playing possum, go to work on him, you understand? Okay. Keep that head down. Okay. Bring that head down. Move. How you feel? Looking good. Looking good.
What should we do? More jabs?
More jabs. More jabs.
More hooks?
Left hook. Don't overstep that left leg. You look very good. Okay? How you feel? Take one. Take good one.
You heard him. He said, don't overstep that left leg. That means he doesn't want Bonecrusher reaching with that jab. He just wants him to use it as a rangefinder to set up those good body shots and maybe come back to the head.
What interested me, Russ, can you actually believe Bonecrusher Smith asking Joe Frazier, should I throw more left hooks? You know, the all-time great left hooker, should I throw more left hooks? Well, of course, what's he going to say?
Doug, I think he asked him about throwing more jabs, not about left hooks.
Well, he followed up with hooks.
Oh, okay.
He did mention jabs. Frazier also told him that when Ruddock stands in front of you flat-footed playing possum, go after him. Chase him down.
That's what he's going to have to do, because if he lets... You see, Ruddock he's fast and he is a good puncher, not as good as Bonecrusher, but he is a solid, respectable heavyweight puncher. And if he can keep Ruddock moving and Ruddock doesn't plant his feet, he can take away that power.
Oh! Man, what an awesome right hand. Donovan Razor Ruddock trying to get his senses back about him. Tony Perez, the referee, he's going to let it continue. Bonecrusher Smith right after his man. Ruddock trying to tie up, and that's what he's got to do.
That's exactly what he's got to do, and he's doing it the right way. He's cupping him behind the head, so that right hand is no good.
Tying him up once again, but that was a booming right hand that put him down, Russ.
It sure was. Bonecrusher shouldn't get crazy now. He should do it the same way he scored the knockdown. He set it up, and boom, he landed the right hand.
Razor Ruddock dancing on his toes once again, but backpedaling as Bonecrusher Smith goes for the knockout, trying to put his man away. Had him on the canvas earlier here in this second round with a devastating right hand, and Ruddock trying to hang on with just over a minute to go in the round.
Ruddock is in great condition. He's in great condition to have taken that shot and regain his composure. There he goes, right back to that left jab. See him stick that left hand out on top of Bonecrusher's shoulder, on his right shoulder. That makes the right hand useless.
Bonecrusher back to the attack again as Ruddock counters with a couple of right hand uppercuts. They tie up in the corner, and now Bonecrusher beginning to sport a little bit of a mouse, I think, Russ, under his right eye from the left jab. Not a large one, but enough to show that there is a mark there.
Well, it's probably an accumulation of the jabs, as well as they've been banging heads in there.
Razor Ruddock to the attack now as Bonecrusher was caught off balance.
He hurt him. He hurt him with a left hook. He hurt Bonecrusher.
Bonecrusher trying to tie up now. 20 seconds to go in the round. Ruddock measuring his man. Smith trying to tie up along the ropes. Ruddock flat-footed, throws that left hand in there. Smith back with the left to the body.
Those are the shots. Those are the shots he's got to use. They'll pay off in the end. They'll pay off in round 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Oh, good left hand. Only partially blocked by the glove of Bonecrusher Smith. And there's Razor Ruddock with his arms upraised. He's saying, yes, yes, I survived. Although he went to the wrong corner, Russ.
I don't know if he went to the wrong corner. He might have gone to the camera, but he recuperated really well. He's in great shape. He's very lucid in the corner. Here it is. Ruddock tried to exchange with him. Boom, right hand came over the top.
Oh, my, he's down like a sack of potatoes. And I'll tell you, Russ, when he first regained his feet, he looked awfully, awfully shaky. And here's Donovan coming back late in that second round.
He hurt him with a left hook, and Bonecrusher didn't know where he was. Well, he got hurt with that shot. His legs were all over the place.
Nice back up. This is your round, baby. Now, you pick it up. You pick it up, all right? You pick it up. You pick it up for me, all right? Pick it up. You're the jab, the right hand come across, all right? You slide to your right, right? Let it go. You let it go. Stand up.
They want him sliding over to the right. Get away from that right hand.
Round 3 of the scheduled 10-rounder underway. And after a somewhat lackadaisical opening round, boy, did we have fireworks in round 2. James Smith connecting with a devastating overhand right that dropped Donovan Ruddock to the canvas just about a minute into the round. When he regained his feet, he looked awfully, awfully shaky. It was doubtful whether he'd be able to complete the round, but to his credit, he managed to hang on, tie his man up, and in the latter stages of the round, actually became the aggressor.
He recovered really well from that, Doug. I'm really surprised. Not so much surprised, but that is exactly a credit to Janks Morton. He got him ready for this fight, and he recovered well from that knockdown. Not too many people recovered from Bonecrusher's right hand.
I'm sure Murad Muhammad, who promotes Ruddock's bouts, held his breath when he saw his man go down.
I think that whole Razor corner held their breath.
They, of course, are looking eventually for a shot at the reigning world champion, Iron Mike Tyson. And this by far, and I think you'll agree with me, Russ, is the toughest opponent that Razor Ruddock has yet been in the ring with. He fought Mike Weaver, sure, former champion. There's Joe Frazier watching from the Bonecrusher Smith corner. Getting back to the point I was making, he fought James Broad, Ruddock did, but Broad 25 pounds overweight and past his prime. But in James Bonecrusher Smith, he is fighting a legitimate top 10 contender who is in shape, and as he has shown you, can punch. Oh boy, can he punch.
He sure can, but Doug, you know, the basic thing about all big punchers is, do they